My investment goal is to achieve in my portfolio an average growth of 33% per year. That will mean that my portfolio will more than double over the next 3 years. That's my goal. To achieve the goal, I do research to find stocks that meet and exceed the rule of 40. The rule of 40 is that if you take their average growth over the last 3 years of their earnings, it's in excess of 20%. And then take their average growth of their revenues over the last 3 years, and it's over 20%. You put the two together, and that equals 40. Let's say I have a stock that its revenues are growing at 200% average per year over the last 3 years, but it's non-profitable. If I divide my 200% by 2, I come up with 100. That satisfies my rule of 40. So I can find stocks that have not yet achieved earnings that are going to qualify as growth stocks. That's my qualifying metric. Once I find that stock, I turn it over to Samantha. Samantha is the AI agent that I've built. What is an AI agent? What is Samantha? How does she work? Well, first of all, she is a part of a large language platform, and that would include Google's Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, Microsoft's Copilot, Perplexity, Meta's Llama, and ChatGPT. I use one of those and a combination of them to build my Samantha. I then build a 1.5-page prompt to tell Samantha what I'm looking for within my growth stock, what its characteristics have to be present to make it a part of my portfolio. Over the last 5 months, I've built a portfolio of over 50 stocks that Samantha has done the analysis for me. And she has then predicted what their earnings will be and what their growth will be over the next 3 years, and given me a price for January of 26, 27, and 28. Now, what I'm looking for is to put all those 50 stocks together and achieve my goal of a 33% overall return per year, which will double my portfolio over the next 3 years. So what I've done most recently, we have gone through an earnings season. We've done the 50 stocks. She now has them in her memory. I have now fed her. This is the number of shares that I own of each of those stocks. Now you give me the number of shares I need to own to achieve my goal based on the data we have today. Now, what I will do at next earnings season is resubmit all the data, current data, to Samantha, and we will update our analysis of each of our 50 or 60 or whatever it might grow to stocks. And then I will ask her once again, these are the number of shares that I own. This is what's happened over the last 90 days. Now tell me what I need to buy, sell, and hold to keep me on my goal of 33% per year, 100% growth over the next 3 years. So she'll do that every 90 days into the future. Now, what does she analyze for? Well, first of all, she analyzes for profitability, liquidity, solvency, and efficiency. They have to have the money to sustain the path that they're on. Then she analyzes market opportunities. We're talking about trends, competitive landscape, peer competition, product and service, innovation. Do they have a moat? How sound is that moat? What innovation are they working on to maintain that moat? How big is their TAM? What percentage of the TAM do they own? And what future innovations are they providing to maintain their growth posture? Then I ask her for a price scenario. Based on the data you have, Samantha, give me a conservative, a moderate, and an aggressive projection on what their price is going to be on January of 2026, 27, and 28. And as we move forward, that projection will move forward accordingly. Then I want a score of 1 to 100 of the probability of them achieving their moderate price projection, 1 to 100. Then I want to know, based on where they are today, what is the proper buy-in price? And there we turn to technical analysis. Take a look at their 200-day moving average, 100, 7-day, and give me, based on that, a buy-in price. Look at their scholastic achievement, and are they overbought, oversold, and give me a price based on that analysis. Now tell me, Samantha, what is their ownership? Are they owned by individuals? Are they owned by corporations? Are they owned by insiders? What level of insider trading is going on? How much short interest is there? She is giving me a total account of what this business is, what they do, and how well they're doing it. She puts it into a 15-page document, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. Then I take that and turn it over to another AI operation run by Samantha, and she turns it into a podcast, usually about a 15-minute podcast. So I can read the document, and then I can listen to the podcast, and I can come away with a very clear understanding of who the company is. I then ask her to condense that 15-page into about a 3-page briefing so that I can come at any time and refresh my memory, either from the podcast or the briefing, as to what do they do and how well are they doing it. The other element that I put into that is how are they reacting to the current geopolitical situations that they might find themselves in, and what red flags should I be looking for. That's how I identify and buy growth stocks. That's how I share with my tribe how to grow and buy growth stocks. I invite my tribe to give me stocks that Samantha and I should consider, that they think fit into the growth pattern that we're looking for. This is all built on AI. What do I see coming in the future? First of all, in the next 30 days, we're going to initiate a program where our tribe members can put forth their goals for their portfolio, give me their age, their size of their portfolio, what their objectives are, what their risk tolerance is. So Samantha has a basis on them. Then sometime within the next 6 months, we'll provide Samantha as a service. So in other words, you as a member of our tribe will be able to communicate with Samantha and say, this is my portfolio, this is my concern, what do you see to help me? What I want you to do is become familiar. Come to my website, bestofusinvestors.com, and I'll explain more of this to you so that you can improve your life as AI improves the world. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I'm here to help you make your financial and the rest of your life better.